Good morning, folks. It is Friday, June 13th, 2025. And it is 8:26 a.m. in the morning. So, I'm going to do the weigh-in real quick.
Hello. Please step on the scale.
And then I'm going to go get ready to go out and
Your weight is 271.8 pounds.
so there you go. We did have some weight loss yesterday. We were hitting at 273, which we have been stuck at for the past 3 days. Been eating a lot more starch. Yesterday was no different. I'm going to make a cut in the video right here, and I will talk about it on the road because I'm running late for something. So yeah, I just wanted to get this unedited part of the video and the weight and the date and the timestamp before we discuss it, because there's a lot to discuss. So yesterday I ate that whole stack. You know how the Quaker rice cakes come in like a stack of it comes in, the big pack comes with like 14 of the rice cakes, so you got stacks of 7. So I ate the entire stack of 7 yesterday. That's what I wanted to experiment with, because of the starch, and supposed to be, experimenting with slowing down on the weight loss. So I went into that with every intention of topping things off on those rice cakes with different things, because, I was hungry for them for one thing. They're crispy and crunchy, something I haven't had in a while. So I wanted to see what I could do with them. So I ate one with honey mustard on it. And it was okay, but it wasn't what I was looking for. It wasn't the taste I was really, really wanting and looking for. So I had some medium salsa left over in there from one of my Taco Tuesdays. And, it kind of had just, a tad bit of heat to it. So I put that on one, and oh my God, that was the taste I was craving. Something that wasn't sweet, had a little bit of heat to it, a little bit of vinegary taste, a little bit of saltiness, I guess. And that is what I put on the rest of those rice cakes. And I did wind up eating one of the cinnamon toast ones that I showed you of the other brand. So I had that one as well. Plus I ate, some Nerds candy yesterday. Nothing to write home about. A few pieces here and there. I munched on them. Plus you seen that I had the 2 cinnamon toast. I meant not cinnamon toast, but the 2 rice cakes at breakfast yesterday with the jam on them. So after I ate those 4 with the salsa on them, I was stuffed, and this was around 4 p.m. in the afternoon, maybe a little after, about 15 after 4:30, somewhere around there. I got done eating everything. I was like, wow, and I was stuffed. I mean, I was like bloated feeling, I had eaten so much. I was thinking, oh well, maybe I might have overdone this one. I might have overdone this one is what I was thinking. And oh yeah, and I had 2 of those Barg's root beers too. Not the big 20-ounce ones, them little small bottles they got, like maybe a 1 serving size. Those little small bottles of them. I had 2 of those with the rice cakes. I ate all of that, and I know the rice cakes are very low in calorie for one thing. Plus, I still had walking that I had to incorporate like I do, and messing around with the resistance bands a little more, stuff like that, I really like doing a lot of that, before I, go to bed in the evening. It helps me to relax and feel good, But yeah, I was totally expecting, either a weight increase or at least at the very least another standstill. And I was really trying here. I was really trying here not to lose is what I was trying to do. I was trying not to lose. I was just basically eating normal. I wasn't trying to overfill either. Don't get me wrong on that. When I say I was craving them rice cakes with that salsa on there, I was enjoying a normal meal. I was enjoying the way it made me feel. I was like tearing them up because I wanted to, not because I was forcing myself to. There's a big difference. But I ate them, and it was so fast, I was thinking. And then when I finally got done, then it catches up with you. How it catches up with you after the fact? It's like after the fact it caught up with me. And I was like, oh my goodness, have I messed up here? So the last thing I was expecting to see on that scale was a pound of weight loss or better. A little better than a pound. Now I was stalled for 3 days there, eating beans and rice. So I'm really enjoying those beans and rice. So if we're trying to slow down, look, I can't help it that weight loss occurred. It just kind of happened on its own, naturally. I think that is kind of the point. I was really going for trying to, maintain a steady weight for an entire week. But sometimes that might be a little harder to do than you think it would be. That's like super hard to do. I was thinking for sure this morning there was a standstill or a slight gain off of the salsa, especially being that my topper for the rice cake, plus the starch. I was like, man, that's all vegetable. Well, some vegetable in there, and tomato, of course. Cause it was the chunky medium salsa, and yeah, I'm not disappointed by it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just surprised by it. I mean, what a natural weight loss reaction. I'm a little dumbfounded by it, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, the only fruit I had yesterday at all was the grapes, and the only sugars I had was the two small those two small sodas and the grapes. Oh, and I drank some Sunny D, and I had some of that Nerds cluster candy that I bought a few weeks ago. I still got those same 2 bags in my room that I bought last week and showed you. I still got those 2 same bags from last week that I showed you, so it's not like I'm, eating, tons of bags of candy every day or anything like that. But yeah, I like the eating normal function of things, and I intend to play around with that more over the weekend, seeing what else I can get into that's a little more normal. And I need to go get that done right now because it is 10:30 in the morning, and I like to. I know Cole says breakfast, but if I'm gonna do mine, I like to do my starchy meals probably around lunchtime or so. Which I did some, kind of like a brunch yesterday, and later in the evening, and results happened anyway. Somehow they happened anyway without me even trying to make it happen. It just naturally kind of fell off after a few days of rice and beans. Y'all seen the Mexican food that I made on Tuesday, and I don't like wasting food, so I ate a little bit more on that Wednesday. And then yesterday, it was the rice cake day, which is a total surprise, a pleasant surprise, all at the same time. So, yeah, we'll just keep playing around with the starch. See what happens. Here we go. All right, folks, I guess that's all I got for this one. So until the next one, you folks have a good one.